feel worse than I look. I love the way I look because of the discipline process that I have today, even though I feel like a big fat loser because I'm so far off track. Even though I've come a long ways, I'm super far off track too. Tina has a higher self and a lower self. You have a higher self and a lower self. And that doesn't mean we lie to ourselves. Higher self is the best version of you, the highest vibe, the positive vibes, that thinks the best of yourself and knows what you're good at, is not ashamed, is high vibe. Get it? That's your higher self, your highest self. Connected to God. You can feel it. You can feel the good energy. And then you have a lower self that beats yourself up. It gets into drama. And you focus on your trauma. I too hate that so many women use their trauma as an excuse. That's the past. It's over and you need to forget it. You got to forgive yourself for that happening and even being in the situation. And you got to forgive the people that did it too in order to move forward. Basically, your trauma is not an excuse for your drama. Your higher self knows this. Your higher self can forget about the past. Your higher self has results that last. Your higher self sees the good in everything and everyone around you. That's what we need to aspire to. I have a lower self too. My lower self is constantly trying to drag me down. Tells me I'm too fat and that I'm a loser and I'm tired and you really shouldn't do this video anyway because you don't have anything to say. On and on and on and on and on. However, I know, my higher self knows I do have valuable things to say because I've healed in so many ways. There are forces at work that are unseen right now that are trying to drag you down, and there's a higher source that won't let you down. But the key is you've got to tap into it every single day, several times a day, continually throughout the day to guide you on your way. You must, or your life is going to be a bust. So I finally have a system every day that puts all my habits in the best, stellar, organized way. I wake up the same time, I eat the same food, I go to the same gym. I have a blueprint that works. But the most important one is for my sobriety, because I have this addictive personality. But I've learned you can be addicted to positive things too. So just like you're addicted to things that aren't good for you, well, you can get addicted to things that are really good for you. Like the gym, like self-development. You need to get addicted to those things. So I connect with my tribe every day. And today the topic was surrender and self-analysis, I believe. We got to be careful with that self-analysis. It can lead to, I might have the word wrong, but self-analysis can lead to analysis paralysis, which is so dumb, where you just analyze everything to death. You just sit there thinking yourself into oblivion. Oh. You cannot think yourself into right living. You cannot think up the right answer if you think hard enough and long enough. We must act our way into the right answer. Must. And don't tolerate anyone that does anything less. The topic today was a lot about becoming, when we get in that victim mindset, we depend too much on people, places, and things. instead of that higher power, the above, that roots you in love. And that dependency and self-pity will drag you down continually. You must make the choice to tap in above, or you're going to continue to be lost. Using and drinking always affects your thinking. And whatever you're not telling people, they can see it anyways. Rigorous honesty is key to being free. And not through grandiosity. I know when you start feeling better, you think you're all that, but you know what? You've got to stay the right size, because there's only one God and it's not you. You must tap into that higher power all day in everything you do. I'm just showing up here today to show you I care. I'll always be there. That doesn't mean I'm gonna chase you or try to change you. I learned through example. The people that I admire and respect, that taught me the stellar habits that I have today, they didn't teach me to be dependent on them. They showed me how to get my own answers, how to stand up on my own 2 feet, how to stand strong when I feel defeat, the habits that get me through every day. As long as I do these habits every day, it takes a lot to throw me off, a lot. And I even got through, being thrown out of my home last year, and I won't get into that, but my husband didn't like it when I talk about that. However, this video is not for him, it's not for you, in case he sees this. This is for the masses, I call it, are still asses. So I've healed through a lot of this stuff, but I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect at all. And I was really struggling today. I don't like to put it that way, because my basic text tells me we don't struggle. We relax and we take it easy. We ask God for the right thoughts and the right actions. When we honestly do that with the right attitude, we don't struggle. However, there's things happening externally that are not pleasing to me. It's all a matter of perception. So I can choose how I look at these things and just realize that it's a lesson. Every test is a lesson. So you honestly don't really have a test unless you see it that way. Everything's happening for you. Everything's gonna work out anyways. So why do we even worry about it? Don't worry. My basic text also says, many times each day, say, thy will be done. Many times each day. When I do that and let God be in charge, then I'm free of everything. I don't even know who I'm talking to today. I hope this video was useful in some way. I'm sitting at this memorial in honor of 2 people that I don't even know, but it's just a beautiful, quiet little spot. It's hard for me to find. So, remember, be kind. In order for you to grow, you got to give up blaming and complaining. You must. No blaming, no complaining. 100% responsibility for every single thing that happens to you. Everything that's happening to you, you created it. Take responsibility for it and change it. If you don't like it, change it. Rearrange it. It's a free world. And tap into that power. Get lined up with that power, and nothing can stop you. Yeah, what part of every knee will bow don't you understand? If you don't know where that comes from, then you need to find out. Because we're in the end. You don't have forever to get this. So you need to get it. There's only one God, and it's not you. So do what you need to do.